Welcome to another AI Trekkers post discussion. We are your hosts, John and Emma.
That's right, back again.
And as always, we are thrilled to be your guides as we trek across the AI universe.
Absolutely. Always an exciting journey.
It really is, especially lately with, all the buzz around AI adoption. I mean, remember when ChatGPT first came out?
Oh, yeah. Everyone thought it was going to be an instant revolution, like every industry was about to jump headfirst into AI.
Right. It felt like we were all bracing ourselves for this massive AI sprint across
Yeah.
every sector.
Total AI takeover.
Exactly. But, what's interesting is that the reality seems to be playing out a bit differently, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely more of a measured marathon than a crazy sprint, like we discussed in the latest AI Truckers post. AI adoption, a slow and steady approach.
Love that title, by the way. Really captures the vibe.
Right. So we're going to unpack that idea a bit today. This whole notion that, well, maybe AI adoption isn't this one-size-fits-all race that everyone assumed it would be.
And maybe that's not a bad thing.
Exactly. Because, different industries have different needs and different limitations, right? I mean, think about it.
Absolutely. Like the post brought up GetLink, the company behind the Channel Tunnel.
Mhm.
I mean, talk about an industry where you can't just, throw AI at every problem and hope for the best.
Right. You're dealing with critical infrastructure impacting international travel. It's high stakes. You have to be incredibly cautious with AI implementation there.
Makes total sense. You can't exactly be, cavalier when the consequences of an AI error could be so massive.
Not at all. Their chief data and AI officer actually talked about the strict procedures governing their AI exploration, and it just makes sense.
Yeah, they're managing potential risks that most companies don't even have to consider.
Exactly. So in that kind of situation, a slower, more deliberate approach to AI is almost certainly the best way to go.
Okay, so high stakes mean a slower pace. Makes sense. But then you have fields like law where, you'd think AI would be a slam dunk. Mountains of paperwork, precedent to analyze. It all seems prime for automation, doesn't it?
You'd think so, right? And there's definitely a lot of potential there. AI can absolutely handle some of those more rote tasks, like reviewing documents for specific clauses or analyzing basic contracts.
But is it really that simple?
Well, the Post highlighted this really interesting tension in the legal sector. You see, while AI might excel at those simpler tasks, the really complex cases, the ones that require, nuanced judgment calls and creative application of legal principles, those still need a human lawyer's touch.
So are lawyers safe from the robot takeover then?
At least for now, when it comes to complex cases, absolutely. Human lawyers still have the edge. AI is more of a tool to augment their work, not replace it entirely. In fact, the article even quoted the CEO of Avantia Law, who pointed out AI's inconsistency in legal work.
Oh, interesting. Inconsistent how?
Well, he said that AI can nail one complex contract, like, perfectly, and then completely botch the next one.
Wow, so it's not this perfect, reliable legal eagle that some might imagine.
Not yet, at least. It still needs that human oversight and expertise to ensure accuracy and, well, to catch those inconsistencies.
That makes you wonder if we'll see a shift in the legal profession, though.
Yeah.
Maybe more focus on strategy and the big picture stuff, while AI handles the more rote tasks.
It's entirely possible, and actually similar shifts are already happening in the tech industry itself.
Oh, really? I'm all ears.
Right. So think about coding. We've got Google using AI for a significant portion of its coding, like 25%, which is huge.
25%. Yeah, that is pretty big.
But here's the thing. The CEO of JetBrains is predicting that number to jump to, get this, 75-80% next year.
Whoa, hold on. That's like most of their coding done by AI. So is the future of coding just us feeding prompts to AI?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Seriously, though, what does that even mean for human coders? Are they all going to be out of jobs?
Well, it's unlikely that AI will completely replace human coders, at least not anytime soon, but we'll likely see a shift towards more strategic roles in coding. Humans will focus on things like high-level design, complex problem solving, and anticipating user needs, while AI tackles the more repetitive, the more tedious coding tasks.
So less time writing lines of code, more time thinking about the big picture, almost like AI architects.
Exactly. And it's not just tech and law either. This post even touched on how AI is making inroads in visual design fields, like the fashion industry.
I never would have thought of that. Fashion it seems so creative, so human.
Right. But AI is being used to generate design ideas, create patterns, even personalize clothing recommendations based on individual style preferences. It's pretty fascinating
It
stuff.
really is. And then there's healthcare, which I remember being a bit slower to adopt AI initially, probably because of all the ethical and privacy concerns, right?
Absolutely. But even healthcare is now seeing some truly significant advancements thanks to AI. Think about AI-powered diagnostic tools, personalized treatment plans, drug discovery. AI is starting to play a really important role in improving patient care and outcomes.
That's incredible. It makes you think about the bigger picture, though, because with all this talk about AI revolutionizing everything,
Mhm.
I mean, we're still talking about AI working within existing frameworks,
That's
right?
a good point.
Like, take that quote from Anand Bharadwaj in the Post. He said, the true innovation, like discovering new physics or pioneering space exploration, is still outside of AI's current capabilities.
And he has a point. AI is an incredibly powerful tool, but it's not this magical solution to every problem. It's really about finding the right balance between human ingenuity and AI capabilities.
So it's not about AI taking over, but about AI and humans working together to, well, to achieve things we couldn't do alone.
Exactly. And that brings us back to the key takeaway from today's deep dive. AI adoption isn't this one-size-fits-all frenzy. It's a nuanced strategic process that's happening at different speeds across different industries. It's not about replacing humans, it's about augmenting our
It's
abilities.
about working smarter, not necessarily harder, with the help of AI.
Exactly. And with that in mind, we want to leave you with something to ponder. How do you envision AI shaping your industry or area of interest in the coming years? What unique challenges and opportunities do you see arising? Think about it.
It's a question worth considering. And as always, thanks for joining us on this trek across the AI universe.
Absolutely. It's been a great conversation.
It really has. And we can't wait to see you on our next adventure.
Until then, keep exploring.
And keep trekking.
See you soon.
Bye for now.